Nazdar pařani, vítám vás u jubilejního dílu Witchera 3, díl 10. Teoreticky bychom měli být v 1/20 této série, nicméně myslím si, že to zase tak hrozný nebude. Respektive hodně věcí se vystříhá, o hodně věcí jste ušetřeni, takže se nemusíte bát, bude to třeba jenom 198. Takže jdeme upalovat co nejrychleji ke 198 teď. Piu! Hej, to jsem já? Stoj! Ne, dobrý, nejsem to já. Už jsem selek, že tady jde nějaká těžká magie. Tady jsou dneska nějaký všichni ukecaný. Já nebudu lhát, já jsem před minutkou vstal. Ale ne dobrovolně, probudil mě Tyron. Tyron totiž dělá spoustu zajímavých věcí, když já spím. Protože Tyron, já už kam já jdu vlastně. Jo, tady to jsem chtěl. Jo, protože Tyron je zuřivý a divoký kocor, který se, prosím tě, ničeho neobává. A především je to hrozný lovec, tak loví všechno, co se pohne nějakým zvláštním způsobem. Jinak řečeno, například, když se něco hejbe pod peřinou, tak to klasifikuje jako intrudera a jde po něm. Což by se mohlo zdát jako dobrý. Bohužel, když se ráno, ale do prdele práce. Celý rozespalý, drbete na kouli a váš kosour to rozpozná jako intrudera. A skočí vám na koule, aniž byste to věděl, protože to je přece jenom kočka a dokáže to udělat všecko potichu a nenápadně. Hele, kluci, dneska to s vámi bude těžký, co? Bude, no. Tak je to hodně nepříjemný zážitek. Nepříjemnější je to, když vy sami jste z toho trošku nervózní a tak se leknete, konečně, vystřelíte nohama nahoru, čímž tu bláznivou kočku katapultujete sami sobě do obličeje, jo. Takže nejen, že mě bolely koule, ale ještě i v obličeji. Díky, Tyron. Hele, blbečku, pojď sem. No. Tak, to čelo přibrzdit, jo. A já jsem tady viděl někde truhličku, mám pocit, jak jsme tady projížděli. A nebo to byl hranatý, ne, není to hranatý kámo, tak je to truhlička. A? Vidíte to. Chudák týpek tady za to zakápnul. Už jsme stejně kousek od cesty, tak už tam doběhneme. Jsem k tížku. A čekáme, co bude na tajuplném otazníčku. Co ty seš zač? To vypadá na Justý park. Jo, počkat, tady se nemůžu plížit. Dobře. Když se nemůžu plížit, tak nemám jinou možnost. Freedom! Wow. Jaký nemrtvý drak, jak se mi to zdá? A mám, nevím. Střelím tě, co se mě točíš? Haha! Skočím. 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 Nejví, co ty čupka? Připrav se. Hraje. Docela tuhej. Jak se to jmenuje? Vidlohon. No tak vidlohon. No tak se potom nedivím. A je pořád divoký hon. Bydlohon. Nevím proč, ale tahle hra mi evokuje hrozně masturbaci. Možná mi něco chybí. A všichni víte, co to je. Je to tak. Vápník. Vápník, děti, pijte hodně líka, žerte boty. Jinak budete furt myslet na divoký hon. Ne! Teď jsme minuli. Pošklivá pipinka. Ale ne. Do Pipinkova! Já myslel jsem, že je drsnější, no. A je popitence. Ale byla to nadrná pipinka, jen co je pravda. Sedlo je brašné. Já jsem ho strašně dlouho scháněl. A teď si tady jen tak leží na zemi. Nicméně, mrkneme si, co to teda je. Což je... Vidlohoni. Vidlohoni? Kdeže? A on těch sráčů, to nejsou vidle, ale spíše sekáčky. Ach jo, na co trpíte, hoši? Na úl. Drakovitým. Vidlohoni. Jak jste si jistě všimli u minulý dílu, já jsem si vzal quest a to hledat tu mamku, taťku, dcerku. A pak jsem na to úplně zapomněl, já jsem to regulárně vypustil. Nevím, jak jsem to dokázal, já ale vypouštím věci dost často. Ať už z myšlenek, či z útrop. Takže dneska se konečně vracíme na nějakou questovou linii. Ne přímo ten quest, ale na Bábys Blood. Nebo možná tohle jsem ne, tak jsem, vrátil jsem se přímo, tak sorry, tak vidíte, 5 minut jsem si to neklikal a už jsem zase... To je koule. A to je jídlo chci.
Get the hell out. Now.
And here I thought we'd have a day without corpses. Herb Majors pay top coin for the special bits of rare creatures. Wonder how much we'll get for his eyes.
Počkejte kluci, já jsem si poslal židle, to nemůžete takhle. Tak pojď ty. Baronův muž? Můžeš mi říct, proč baronův muž, pro kterýho zrovna teď dělám. A je na mě něco zkouší. Špekoun. Natáhni tu kuši a já ti... Takhle se na něj musí na holomky. No, skákat tam do toho, přesně tak, Geralt. Tak jsem to přesně myslel. Jsem rád, že seš se mnou zajedno. Sklepej, slušný kluk.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils, who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Ooh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers.
Hrozně říkáš, vystrojena, ty vole.
Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanted to possess her.
Takže šla do puberty.
From dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
It is not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pella could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Pella don't know.
Teď pěkně kecá.
Spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat. She's fled.
Ježiši
Those men must have
Kriste.
scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
Jdeme,
Bell,
víme co,
the little
čeká.
bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries too.
Je to nějaký eufemismus.
treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Necháš skvělé oblečení, kámo, to nechceš prostě. Já tomu naprosto rozumím. Maliny a jahody, to jsou nepřítel každého lesního šviháka. Hele, tady jsou i stopňáky. Ha. Ty jsi ale vlk. Ty máš do kost daleko. Princezny. I hear you. Meh. Kozy obklíčený vlkama, no. Kde slyším? Tamhle. Už tě možná je vidím.
There you are.
Nazdar, princezničko. Jak mám
Here,
zvonit?
goat. Here, princess. Hoofed and
Dobře.
horned. Should have known it would be stubborn.
Seš paličatá koza, ale já bych měl teda někde mít ten postranný zvoneček, ne? Nebo nemám postranný zvoneček? Dal mi ten zvoneček, nebo nedal zvoneček? Není zvoneček. Jo, teď ho mám tady. No, to je někdy na té hře dost matoucí, ona vám dá věci rovnou do Jo, dobrý. Do inventáře a pak člověk neví. Počkej, abych ji nezastřelil. Dobrý, mám ho v kapse.
Come on, let's go see the Peller.
Tam běž ty. Ty jsi
Come
dochlupatá.
on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
No jasně. To říkal ten pán. Geralde, posloucháš ty vůbec lidi ostatní? Himmelhergo, tady polutuj to. Co to má kozerdel, teda kozy.
Winds howling.
To znamená co?
Where the hell did you go?
Ty seš píča. Ne, ty prostě víš. Ale koza, já ti to hrozně nerad říkám, ale už jsem se tady jednou... Ten bere, ráno. My víme jak na bear. Bear už dávno není náš přirozený nepřítel. Naopak.
Flee not from the Pella, for there are wolves about.
Yay!
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
No, any day. Však on ještě večer naloží. Uchyl.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Ježiš, ty si kámo toho nevymýšlíš.
Fine. Be right back.
Jsem tady pobyl konceranec. Jo, dobrý. Máš štěstí.
Will this do?
They are not here. There is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
Proč mě nevolí zláky, trpím?
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning.
Jo, tyhle hands-free kampaně ve hrách, ty vole.
Ask and it will answer. Seek and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits forefather's eve. He mixes the blood with milk herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefathers' Eve this year, but we'll find a way all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefathers' Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefathers' Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Hele, ty čuráku, vole, buď si tam jdi sám, vole, nebo na mě neřvi hurry up quick, ty kokoté, vole. Máme nějaký dement. Jo, to je baron, na Cersei demente, vole. Hej, otevři dveře. O. Kurva drát, vole. Otevřeš to, nebo neotevřeš, nebo to nejde otevřít. Ale kámo, tlačí nás čas v tom asi zrovna. Nic. Asi bude pršet. No tak to je dobrý, ne? To se nám hodí. No. A co jsi čekal, že bude dělat? Že ho bude ubejvat? Nebo prdele, tady to je samý genius. Dobře, tak tudy asi nic. Ale barone, docela teďkonc... Nevím proč, ale... Jo, ale tady jsou schody. Nevím proč, ale cítím se celý takový pod tlakem tady. Že držte všichni hubu. Gotta hurry, takže musím říct polky, co tady je. Jdeme koníci, jdeme. Ale to otevřem snad už, ne? Neotevřem. Dobře. Otevři hlavní bránu stájí. A teď o to se snažím. Je tohle hlavní brána stáj? Opravdu tady to někde u dementů. A jeden týpek, který tam byl volný průchod. Bojím se. Jeden kůň. Druhý.
The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Že jsi zasranej čurák a už tě sere, vole.
You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right? They ran from me, didn't they?
Lying prick!
To je žáka na bradu. No, čo víš, co? Špeku.
We need to talk.
Chuj, jestli si to nezapálil sám, tlustý čurák kvůli pojištění. Pojistný podvody jsou dneska populární.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
Takže pér.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Je to ženská, ty vole. Oh my god.
Expect me to believe you are a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter.
To vypadáš jako tak, ještě se zbytek šlupka.
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened.
Which guy?
The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. Then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name.
No.
Pardon.
What would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
is the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Dělej, kurva!
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Do something.
Víš, tady mám práci.
Pest, take me. It's riding something fierce. Can't hold it. Calm it.
Co mám dělat, ale? Já nevím, co mám dělat. Čím mám uklidnit?
Damn thing's gonna bite me. Calm it down.
Ale čím? Ha, tímhle s tím asi.
Quiet now.
Dobře, já.
What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Zase.
Need to hurry.
On with it. We'll not wait.
Kde seš ty? Ježiši, ne, ty vole, on tě může sekat přes to a ty jeho ne. Jsi dement nebo co? Dobře, to začíná být blbý.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
A už budeme Prahu.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Dea, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
No aspoň konečně běží rychle. Já jsem čekal, že to bude krásné jedno miminko v oblečku. Jestli byli celou dobu tady v chaloupce, tak ten baron moc nehledal teda. A já štěstí.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around though. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Tak hele, leď napřed, já to pak proběhnu tady. Jo, tak to tady nic neproběhnu. To je ono.
Necrophages had a field day. Still
Je,
worth a
to jsem
closer
nechtěl,
look.
ale ono to úplně jako to dobrý. Jau, ten už bouchne, ten už bouchne! ty ohňoče. Ještě tady ještě jeden. Ne, 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 ne! Ne, 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 ne! Hej, kolik jich tady je, těch kreténů?
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Běžím, už běžím. To daleko nebylo, ne?
Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for two women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear his dream then.
Naturuj.
So kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night, the lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster, said she had to go back, don't know where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up, gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Ten fotrák. Oh my god, to je hajzl, jak se mám mohl vychovat tohle tupce.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir.
To vím.
Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. It's hot and glowing, as if they burn with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
Jo, to se neví.
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Zde si barona na jeho rodinu zase? Snad ne. Ale
So
proč
here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Ty jsi barona? Jako vážně? Jako vážně, no. Kámo, jak jsem povídat s baronem.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any
No, to už
bitterness.
jsme slyšeli.
Their spirits wander midst the
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
To říkáš na všechno, kámo. Dobře, je 3:51 ráno, to stíháme.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Noci já beru. Aspoň bude co doberen. Když jsem barona jeho rodinu.
Our boys wanted to take some wenches for a roll in the hay.
Witcher, a word, please.
Jsem nějaký
Believe it or
populární
not, I had
dneska.
the pleasure. They called me the sergeant, left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
What is it?
Co jde?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sit.
To je dobře. Tom prospěje.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Takhle to přece není.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Ale kolem jeho rozsis.
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this. Call it enticement. And this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one.
No ale
Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
jdeme hrát za Ciri. Nice.
That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Nějaký zvědavej.
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Hlavně se nesmíme nic zaseknout. Hlavně se nesmíme nic zaseknout. Já už tam viděl, už to nemůžete přede mnou schovat.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Kick it!
Show how it's done!
Hlavně se nezaseknout někde. Kudy tudy, rovně? A tak to bylo dost easy. To teda závod s čarodějkou byl mnohem víc intense.
Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
No.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making
Klasika.
piss poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before.
Nesrať.
Don't worry. I'll find Anna too. Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilfgaardians.
What could I do? Cast myself at them and die a hero? Fuck a hero's death. Fuck death.
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it. Temeria is no more. There's naught left to betray.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black Ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
How do you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we'd lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled and abandoned the Perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed baron will cease.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
So long.
Gwent nehraju. No a tohle bude pro dnešek všechno. Užili jsme si boj, posunuli jsme se v příběhu, zase jsme viděli Ciri, skoro jsme si poplakali u smutného příběhu s miminkem. Byl to napínavý díl. Já vám děkuji všem moc za pozornost. Pokud se vám video líbilo, oceňte ho lajkem. Je to měna, která je tvrdá a nikdy se nestratí. Určitě dejte komentář, máte co říct. Dejte odběr, chcete-li vidět další díl a nechcete přijít ani o ždibec z AR Studia. Ještě jednou díky a mějte se fanfárově. Čau!